And he's still recording today.
All right, so we're going to try this again because YouTube has a stupid, retarded age restriction thing that prevents some people from seeing this. Let me mute this really quick. So once again, you're going to be seeing a live band scan of the FM dial here in the Twin Cities. I apologize for keep doing this, but YouTube has a stupid rule that prevents people from seeing this if you label it as kid-friendly, which is dumb. They should have an option everyone can view this instead of just restricting it to kids. Anyway, this is a Sony XDR F1 HD. It's a really dirty radio because I've had this thing for about 11 years, 12 years. And it's old and it's showing its age, and it is a workhorse of a radio. I've used this thing almost every single day for the past, gosh, I don't know, 11 years. 2009 is when I got this thing. I've used it every single day, and it has been with me since from Utah to Wyoming to here in Minnesota. We are in the North Metro of the Twin Cities. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I have the live chat up, so if you can hear me, let me know. This is going to be a complete band scan of the FM dial here as received in the North Metro. So right now we're going to start with KVSC. KVSC is about 60 miles away in St. Cloud. They also have a HD2 here in Minneapolis on KMOJ.
Not Superman.
So there is
to the best
how
of
it
our knowledge,
sounds
it's a
here.
public radio show about ideas, fascinating inventions.
And again, I'm not sure if you guys can hear this. Let me know in the chat.
So if you're looking for something new to think about, join us for
All right,
the best of our knowledge.
KVSC cannot lock. It will during the summer. KJGT Waconia, and they are screwing up, unless that's my radio. Oh, that's embarrassing. See, this radio has some quirks. God, that's embarrassing during a live stream. The audio just cut out completely. Might have to do this a later time. Okay, there we go. KJGT Waconia.
Glorious adventure.
That's about 33 miles away from us right now.
What a beautiful way to live.
They are a religious format. This guy is a pest. I hate this station so much during the summer.
Are you desperate for help?
It's an HD3. Yeah, you corrected me. Thanks.
In Roseville,
here's KBEM.
5W, 2 lanes of travel between Highway 36 and County D. In Minneapolis, the 3rd Avenue Bridge. Single.
I love this station because they have the best traffic. It's a jazz station. The transmitter is by the U of M. Possibly 10 miles away, 15 miles away, somewhere in there.
Less than an inch of accumulation, though, with light.
Nothing here today, right now, on 88.7, but normally during the summer, it's WRFW River Falls, Wisconsin. But nothing there right now. KNSR St. Cloud.
NPR News in the Twin Cities.
This guy will lock in HD during the summer.
Member of the White
It's a
House
super pest.
Coronavirus Task Force met with local and state health experts and elected officials yesterday in Rochester.
Nothing there because of HD. Here's KCMP Northfield. Probably should mute that for the copyright. KCMP is Northfield. That's about 33 miles away from me. Not a problem for it to lock because it's about 100,000 watts. Hey, they're playing Muse. Look at that. One of my favorite bands. They have an HD2. Playing some local music. Nothing on 89.5. Here's KPCS Princeton. This guy is about 20 miles away. Princeton is 30 miles away, actually. 40,000 watts. You can see the calls there.
Period.
Here's KMOJ.
There are a lot
and you think for the local, yes, I'm looking at the live chat. I can see that.
Phenomenal community organizers. We're trying to
this
figure
guy
out why our people
is over by Shoreview, but they have a knoll towards the north.
And, people like
here is
guitarist.
God, I cannot remember the call number. KSJR for Collegeville. Same place as KNSR. Same tower. 67 miles away, 100,000 watts. Classical public radio. This guy can lock in HD sometimes. Right now, conditions are crap, so it's not going to happen. KFAI.
291
This guy's a local.
degree and 61 diplomas in the fields of computer science, marine biology, and fisheries.
You can hear it locked. That's 900 watts. It's from the IDS tower down in Minneapolis.
College of Science was established in 2004 under the umbrella of the Edison Institute of Technology and has
14 miles away.
3,335 students.
You can hear a weak St. Peter there, KNGA. About 68 miles, 75,000 watts, Minnesota Public Radio. This guy normally comes in during the summer, but not there right now.
You're the voice.
Local translator, K214DF from Golden Valley.
And teens change because of
not actually from Golden Valley. More like the IDS. They have RDS right now.
And the way that you can come across is because of the relationship they have with you. It's the same way. I mean, if we're to parent our kids the way that God parents us, then
yeah, it normally does. The RDS normally doesn't come in here very often. Look at that. That's
that
good RDS there.
Our kids really do want a relationship with us. And so the only thing that keeps them from that is usually us.
So yeah, K214DF, it's a translator of KTIS 900 AM.
And so I'm going to look at
this one. I wish they would. I'll get to it when you get there. Nothing on 90.9 because right next door is KNOW.
Then that asteroid strike.
Oh no, an asteroid strike. This is Minnesota Public Radio. They have an HD2 that's got like banjo music. Really low volume on that one. Need to fix that. Bert near sandstone. Yeah. BBC Radio on KNOW 91.1 HD3. The BBC World Service has some pretty good news content on there. BBC is always pretty trustworthy. 91.5 is KCFB St. Cloud. 53 miles away, 15,000 watts. This station occasionally screws up and has really bad sound. Sounds pretty decent today. 91.7 is normally Rochester or Worthington. You can barely hear it. Minnesota Public Radio, that's probably Rochester. Rochester is 87 miles away. Yeah. If you're reading the chat, yeah, that's the noise it makes. Says KCFB. Normally, right here on 91.9, you would have Wilmer, KBHZ, during the summer. Super Pest, another one of the stations I can't stand because it just super powerful and shouldn't be at as far away as it is, 88 miles from here. I didn't hear it. Kind of barely there. It depends on the side of the metro you live in, but you might have a translator here for the classical public radio that's downtown in Minneapolis. I normally can't receive that one unless you're like downtown by I can't think of the neighborhood offhand, but there's it's south of the actual city. 92.1 is usually a combination of two stations. Right now, Air 1 is winning from Albertville. K244DB from Albertville, that's about 21 miles away, 250 watts. During the summer, I can normally hear the WDGY translator here. I just happen to have the antenna in the right spot right now for Air 1. Another pest. Ouija. Nothing on 92.3. Although, look at how weak the HD is of KQRS. And I'm sorry, there's a lot of backlight. Put something up there to block that. Yeah. You guys can deal with it. 92.5. KQRS is a local from Shoreview. And it just locked in HD. Playing Billy Idol. Golden Valley is where they're licensed to, but they're actually from Shoreview, 9 miles away. Their HD2 is a country format. Country USA. Playing some old school stuff. Yeah, I would agree. Their HD does sound terrible. Crunchy. It's like not processed well. So it's called the Bear. Okay. You know more than I do. 92.7 is nothing. 92.9 is St. Joseph. KKJM St. Joseph. The tower's just north of St. Joseph. A little dinky tower out in the middle of Minnesota. Nowhere. Religious station, although they have commercials. And you can kind of hear the Air One translator through there. That's another one I forgot about. It's kind of in there. But yeah, Spirit is
to air all federal campaign ads for candidates who choose to air.
Spirit's the stronger one.
This is Jess Hart, program director here at Spirit 92.
Normally, right here would be New Ulm, Cato. Can't hear it today. It's barely there. Normally would be a country format right there. Here comes a translator. W227BF from
who should be the
Shoreview.
next president of the United States.
Actually, not from Shoreview. It's from
Joe
the IDS.
Biden, hands down.
Black
Show us
Information
that last
Network.
time.
This one used to be
I'm
Alt
Roland Martin on the
93.3.
Black Information Network. Listen to the Roland Martin Unfiltered podcast on the iHeartRadio.
Black
Oh,
Information Network.
that was bad.
Culture Switch. Transformative moments that reverberate through time and space.
Yeah, on your side of town they probably do, but here it's mostly the translator.
Single color and father.
Here is KXSR, Shoreview. That's where the transmitter is. 93X. And they have a fairly interesting HD2. If you're into that kind of music. All right. Nothing on there. I got something weak here. Maybe they actually did put the translator for 1500 on, or it could just be interference. I don't know. But normally during the summer, it's either Atwater or Eagle Lake here. Right now, there's absolutely nothing. I want to talk about an HD that sounds like crap. Here is KSTP, St. Paul. Justin Timberlake. And they have
their eighth shave is as smooth as their first.
1500 on their HD2.
With 100% money back quality guarantee at Harry's.
I was listening to the World Series on this last night on my other radio. Oh, wow. Okay, there's a combination of stations here. There's the WREY translator, the W-Ray translator, which is K235CT, which is on the Wells Fargo Tower, downtown Minneapolis, 14 miles away. Also can hear KMXK Cold Spring right here. That's the trampoline song you hear in the background, jumping on a trampoline. All right. 95.1 is normally Worthington during the summer. But nothing here right now.
To make you feel welcome and at ease.
And here's a local.
Now you have a friend in the diamond business.
AZGO.
Shane Company.
St. Paul.
ShaneCo.com.
Does learning a
14 miles
feel
away.
like
It's only
No habla español?
390 watts. It's from the IDS tower.
Bon dia. Like good day, good morning.
Go
good
95.
evening.
I can say Je m'appelle David, but that's probably it.
When you learn a language,
I don't know how that looks to you guys, but it's flipped for me, so I see everything backwards.
This year is my year to get.
Here's Kate Beck. This is Mora, Minnesota. 55 miles away. About 25,000 watts. It's an oldies format, but they pretty eclectic. This one was recently sold, and we'll see what happens with their local program. Normally, New Prague can come in here too during Tropo, but it's mostly Mora. Here's the translator for KMNV, I believe. Yes. This is K239CJ, St. Paul. 15 miles away. It's over by Interstate 94 on their tower, on their AM tower. Normally, I can't hear Baldwin from here. Eric Baldwin! You can't hear Baldwin from here. I'm so lonely. 95.9 is Noah's favorite station, WLKX. 3,000 watts, a little dinky tower near Forest Lake. I've seen it. It's like blink and you miss it. The station always screws up because they're fed by the internet. Whoa. Actually, something coming in through there. That might be WJMC, which normally can be heard on the East Metro, but not here. I can barely hear something coming through there. WJMC. And what's funny is I'm really close to, I'm not really close, but I'm close enough to Go 96, which is right here. And they're playing M83 Midnight City. It's an alternative station. Their towers are over, I believe it's off of 169 between Plymouth and Crystal. Somewhere in the, I don't know, that side of town. New Hope. Used to air the Twins, which was a dumb decision because it's a crippled signal. Their HD2 is religious. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. That's embarrassing. And they also have another favorite station of one of the people on this chat. Oh, what the hell?
That,
maybe not.
we're able to
What is their HD3 now? They changed it.
In our business community, in our healthcare services community, our education
This can't
community,
be
all that are so vitally
1590.
important to have
It's got to be
strong
something else.
communities and a strong and prosperous Minnesota. And
Unless
so,
1590 is airing
these
this right
are a
now,
lot
I
of the
can't
things
verify
I
that.
focus on and really hope to bring into
This might be
the
Bring
next
Me the
session
News.
where we
There
will
used to
be
be a Bring Me
looking
the
at
News on
building
this
an
channel.
economy that works for everybody. And that
No, it's not
starts with our small
WYXK
businesses, our
1590 like it
locally
used to
owned
be.
businesses and making
Nothing on 96.5. I've heard Rochester here before, but it's rare. Here's a local translator.
iHeartRadio on X1. For all things haunted,
K-Fan
just
Plus.
say Xfinity Halloween into your X1 voice remote.
Their transmitter is located on the IDS, and they're K244FE. They're licensed to Calhoun Beach. Take whatever that is.
Anymore. This spooky station is perfect for putting you in the Halloween spirit.
Just a stupid translator. Here's KTCZ. God, I had a brain fart there. Cities 97. That's a local. And of course, Air One on their HD2. This one feeds 97.7. And there's Hot 102.5, which is also fed via this. Nothing on 97.3. Sometimes Duluth will make it down here. I think I'm in the knoll of Shoreview because their HD is really weak today. Sometimes 97.5 is Rochester KNXR. Can barely hear St. Paul's translator in there, which is W248CU from downtown St. Paul. Little dinky, stupid translator. Here is the big boy, Air One translator. Their tower is shared with Cool 108 up by north of Ramsey. Can't think of the town name right there. Anyway, they're licensed to Albertville, but nowhere near Albertville. And it sounds like crap. God, the audio is terrible. Yeah, now then, you're right. Okay. Normally, sometimes 97.9 is either Fargo or WEVE Eveleth. There's something there right now that's weak. That might be Plymouth translator for WCTS. It's very weak, whatever it is. Yeah, now then is where Cool 108 and 97.7 come from. WWJO, St. Cloud, 58 miles away. It's on a huge, massive tower that's out by Pierce, Minnesota. About 15 miles, I guess, northeast of St. Cloud. Massive tower. I've seen it. Minnesota's new country. KTIS, of course, another local with 4 HD channels. Religious, KTIS, AM, and a couple of other religious channels. They are massive. And here is another St. Cloud station, actually from Cold Spring, Paynesville, really. 67 miles away. KZPK, Paynesville. Wild Country 99. Here's one that's local to one of the people on this board, this chat. KBPJT LP from Maple Grove. Your favorite station for screwing up Skip. Listen to how that's 100 watts from Maple Grove. They are 11 miles away, 100 watts. Okay, Minnesota Classical Radio. You see the calls there, KSJM from Shoreview. No biggie. This is taking forever to get through this dial. Another classical on, it's all classical all the time on the HD2. I don't know if you guys want to hear that. Another Air One translator, or K-Love, I believe. This is K260BA, licensed to Coon Rapids, but the transmitter is actually on IDS, 14 miles away. Did 99.1 move? I didn't know that. They must be off the high rise or something. They were on a high rise. I'll have to look when I drive by there. Whoa!
Lowe's.com and give your home a
stylish
makeover. Book now and have yours installed in time for the holidays.
You guys hear that,
So
right?
the answer to our question is Tyree Cleveland, the rookie out of the University of Florida,
KFXN
to receive the kick for the Denver Broncos.
I just want to mention, of all the inactives, we don't often talk.
I think they need to fix their audio.
They do something bad. Mitchell Schwartz is not
Sports
going to
station here, about 9 miles away. No, it's not being jammed. It just sounds like crap.
Home security companies try
K-Talk, simulcast on the HD2, 11:30 a.m.
You need to protect your home with none of the drawbacks. Professional
K-Love is on the HD3. That one feeds 99.9. Yeah, it is flipping. That's what I thought. Here is KUOM Radio K. Translator for KUOM. 770 there by the U of M campus. I'm aiming away from them. Their transmitter is licensed to Falcon Heights. Radio K. Here's cows. I gotta go. We got cows. I love this station. It's probably my favorite station in Minnesota. KOWZ. Blooming Prairie. And of course, the well-known KDWB, Richfield, Minneapolis. What's on their HD2? I forgot. This used to be, one of these used to be Pride Radio. Yeah, that's what it is. And this used to be State Fair Radio. Might still be that. Excellent song, by the way. All right. WHMH. Sauk Rapids. Rocket 101.7. The Steel Toed Morning Show. Oh, boy. Glad I disabled the kid restriction. All right. And they have a couple of, or 4 HD channels, but they're not going to lock here. I believe 2 is WX5G, 3 is either WVAL or WMIN, and 4 is either WVAL. I can't remember. All right, so here's a local. And earlier I was noticing they were having problems with their HD. It looks like no problems on this radio. Key St. Paul, #1 country station in the cities. Their sideband was screwing up earlier. The right sideband was screwing up on my SDR. Looks fine now, I guess. They have country on HD2. Is that what this is? Or is it religious? And another, I didn't even know they had an HD3 on this one. Glad you guys are filling in the details. All right, here's Hot 102.5, little hip-hop station. Translator from IDS. That's 14 miles away. They're licensed to Fridley, though. Not in Fridley. All right, enough of that. What used to be buzzing 102.9 now is Night of the Wolf. KMNB, Minneapolis. They have WCCO on the HD2 playing football.
That's a huge matchup today.
News Radio 830 football. New England Patriots at San Francisco 49ers. Their HD3 is CBS Sports Radio. 103.3 is normally a translator. Oh, but this time it's St. Cloud. St. Cloud translator. That is actually coming in pretty well. Although that might be Duluth, that might be KUMD, I'm not sure. If it's St. Cloud, it's K277BS. If it's Duluth, no, this is St. Cloud. It's a 250 watt station from St. Cloud, 58 miles away. Pretty good.
I'm Corey Hartman on Twin Cities News Talk, AM 1130.
Translator.
26 degrees.
News Talk and Wixon Jewelers want to put
K278BP from Cottage Grove, even though it's nowhere near Cottage Grove.
200.
Stay up to date with
The Loon.
the St. Cloud area. Listen live. Call Baxter's Morning
KLZZ, Wake Park. Right by 94.
1037 The Loon app. Now available for download.
53 miles away.
App Store and Google
The Loon. Nothing there. Jack FM, KZJK, Minneapolis. St. Louis Park is their city of license. Pretty standard Jack FM. On their HD2. Is this Light. That's right. I knew that. All right. Usually a KUOM translator here, but nothing right now. Well, kind of, sort of there. I'm aiming away from them, 17 miles away. Nothing right there. KCLD.
It's all my home for hit music.
Today's hit music. 104.7
KCLD. St. Cloud. 67 miles away, 100,000 watts. Here's the new Squeezy 104.9 WZEZ. Balsam Lake, Wisconsin. Not sure how far that way that one is. Hold on. That is 46 miles from my radio. 46 miles. And now we go into the Love 105s.
Music you love. Love 105.
This one is from Lakeville, WLKX Lakeville. Did I say that wrong? WGBX Lakeville. God. They are only 2,600 watts at 33 miles. Love 105 again from Cambridge. They're not going to lock in HD. Too weak. WLUP Cambridge. For you guys on the east side of the metro, there would be a translator from Bayport. Annoying translator. WWM, Eden Prairie. Love 105. Normally they're stronger here. And the screwed up RDS. Sometimes during the summer, 105.9 is Red Wing or Winthrop. There's nothing there today.
5-hour energy
that's
is
wonderful.
made for hardworking
KLCI
people
Elk
like
River.
you.
Transmitter's
Crack it
actually by
open,
Albertville.
Knock it back and get ready for the alert, energized feeling you
On a
need
dinky
to get
little
stuff
tower.
done. For more information, visit
9,000 watts.
5hourenergy.com.
Do you
About
think
22
all
miles
vitamin
away.
C's are the same?
I surely hope no.
Religious music on their HD2.
See my Jesus.
Jesus!
am indeed Gaga.
You're listening to the Big Q.
The Big Q on KLCI HD3. I seriously think they should feed WLKX via this. Just use this. Screw the internet. All right, KFMC, Fairmont. Normally. Or the translator in Sauk Rapids, 106.5, the point. But neither of those are really strong today. There's nothing there. I can't hear WEVR here. 106.7 would have been a translator from St. Paul for KFAI, but that's been off the air for a couple of years now. Normally WJJY, Brainerd, comes in here. Or WATQ, Cheddick, Wisconsin. But neither of those are in right now. Here's KARP Dassel, Minnesota, 106.9. Dassel's 54 miles away. This is a 7,000 watt station.
Good. Go ahead. I know.
KTMI Coon Rapids, 107.1.
Wow.
My Talk.
You can do it.
I know you
Their
can.
towers in
Don't
Short
know
Reef.
you
worry
can.
about
And
it.
don't forget iced tea. You fill the iced.
And here comes Ouija. WDGY or HD2 here. Sometimes I can hear the WXYG translator here, but not today, of course.
Directions.
Here is a translator for
Financial advisors
WWTC.
are putting their clients into something that will only benefit if the market goes
Transmitters over in Golden Valley on the, I believe, the 1440 tower. This is K298CO Golden Valley, about 14.10 miles away from this radio.
For example, the sectors that might be outperforming,
250 watts.
You have to be flexible.
The Patriot, WWTC, I could speak. There is a potential move for KBGY Faribault North that would wipe this sucker off the air.
A lot like in
no loss. Last but not least, Cool 108, KQQL Anoka.
Hughes was arrested on several charges,
And on the HD2 is the Black Information Network 93.3 that we saw earlier.
Madison County, Alabama Confederate statue was removed from the courthouse a few days ago.
And now he's really
HD3 is KFan Plus, which is on 96.7.
4 years ago.
So iHeart basically uses these to feed the translators. This should be illegal, but it's not. It's a loophole. And there you go. That's the Twin Cities dial as of today, as of this time, as of this location. Not very interesting. Pretty boring conditions. You want me to go back to 96 point? Okay, I can do that. We'll try that out. Oh, no, it hasn't changed. They were just airing a program in English. So I think they were just airing a program that had some English in it. This is 1590 translator, or not translator, HD3. Probably going to feed a translator. We'll see what happens. All right. So that is the FM dial in the Twin Cities. This took way longer than I thought. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys some other time.